Hey guys, I just want to make a quick video as we're getting toward the end of our prep week and talk about some things that I think are important, and I hope that you're kind of starting to understand as you do this. A big portion of getting in shape and losing weight is your meal plan, which is why we talked about it all week this week, because exercising is an easy part as far as you don't have to prep for it. The videos tell you what to do. You wake up, you pop in the video, and you do it. The other part that is not so easy is the meal plan. You have to do some prepping for it. So today I wanted to just talk about some things I do to help me stay on track, especially during those days where you maybe aren't so prepared. One of the things that I like to do, today I actually just did it, is to have stuff on hand that makes it easy for when you're not prepared. So I always have certain staple items that I always have on hand for days where I feel like I'm not prepared. It's going to be easy to cheat. It's a whole lot easier if you have these items kept in your house so that you can just throw something together really quickly. I personally like to keep things simple. If things are overly complicated and big recipes, like honestly, I'm not going to do it. I'm probably going to cheat. So our meals are, sorry, sick son. Buddy, just a minute. Where's Sydney? Okay, just a second. Sorry. Okay, there you go. Go in Sydney's room. Okay, so I can't remember what I was saying. Basically, if things are too complicated, I find myself like, I don't want to do that. And so I like to prepare all of my stuff ahead of time as much as I can. But there will be days that you don't have stuff prepared. So some things that I keep on hand that are super, super convenient. Just a sec. Hey, Colette, not right now. I'm recording a video. Okay, so some things I like to keep on hand are Adele's chicken sausage. She has a couple different flavors. She, as if like the company's a she. Whatever. The brand has a couple different flavors. So they have like a chicken apple. They have an Italian. They have some other ones that are like pork sausage and stuff. But I like the chicken one the best. The Italian flavor and the chicken apple sausage one, or whatever, chicken and apple or one, are really good. Those are super convenient because it's so good and it's so simple. Like if I'm stuck for time, or if I'm like, I don't want to eat anything, that I love more than like deli meat. I'm like getting burned out on like sandwich meat. So I like these. I pop them in the microwave for a minute and then I pair it with something else. So I like to have that on hand. I like to have turkey bacon on hand. Simple thing to also cook really quickly. And I eat it with like anything because turkey bacon's awesome. Another thing is cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, and then what was I going to say? Okay, like bananas and peanut butter, like your produce and stuff. You can pretty much throw anything together. And then eggs. Eggs are a big one for me. Like if I don't have any meat cooked and I don't want to cook meat, I cook eggs. I have eggs quite a bit. I like to keep things simple. So eggs and toast and stuff like that is simple to make and simple to do. So that's my advice, is to find staple items that you like to eat that are simple to make if you're in a crunch and you're tempted to cheat. So today was like that all day. So what I had was cottage cheese and tomatoes with some turkey bacon just on the side. I just had turkey bacon. And then tonight for dinner, I cut up some ham, and like you can get those big old hunks of ham that are like cheaper than the sandwich meat anyway, and they taste better. I just cut that into chunks and made some scrambled eggs with some cheese. And then I had some bananas with some peanut butter drizzled on it, and then some bell peppers. Super yummy, super fast and easy to make. Doesn't make a huge mess of my kitchen. So keep things simple and keep things on hand. Hey, Colette, leave him alone, please. So keep things on hand and in your house to help you on days that maybe you aren't prepared as much. As we get ready to start this on Monday, you need to have some sort of meal plan. We will be having, there's one that Mike has already uploaded. I will add one also of like an example of what I eat, and it's just like 1 week. And honestly, I can eat the same thing over and over and over again, especially for like breakfast and lunch. I have no problem eating the same thing like every day of my life. It's the dinners I'll switch up just a little bit, but still not a ton. And I like to do certain dinners where I can reuse the food. So for instance, I'll make taco meat and I'll have tacos one night, but taco salads the next, stuff like that. So chicken, I can barbecue a bunch of chicken. I can chop it up and make chicken tacos. I can chop it up and make fajitas. I can just eat it reheated or even cold. I like to eat my cooked chicken cold. Kind of weird, but I like to have things that I can repurpose so I don't have to think about it a lot. So that's my advice, is to keep it simple and keep things on hand that you can pull from the fridge really quickly and make a meal without like overcomplicating it or feeling like you're going to cheat. So do that. Also, get prepared with taking your pictures and doing your measurements and doing the scale, like getting your weight. Especially if this is your first round, a lot of people don't want to do like any of that. But trust me, as you get on this journey and as you start to have results, you're going to kick yourself for probably not having enough pictures, or, not taking measurements in places and not weighing yourself, because you will see a difference. And if you don't have these, especially all of them, you're not going to get a full picture of how your body's changing. So the scale may not move super awesome, but you'll lose inches. Or you may drop inches, but the scale doesn't move very awesome. Or I think I just said that twice, whatever. Like, you can have one area that will show results, yet the other one won't. And I want you guys to really get away from the scale. The scale is really, really dumb. I promise it means nothing. No one walks around and says, how much do you weigh? Because we really don't care. We look at how people look and how they feel. So I could weigh 170 and I don't care, as long as I feel healthy, I'm comfortable in what I'm wearing, and I feel as though I'm like agile and fit and I have muscles and all that stuff. Like, I don't want to feel like, it hurts to walk and it hurts to go down the stairs. Like, for me, it's all about how I feel in my clothes, and it's all about how I feel with coordination, because I lose that the heavier I get with like being out of shape. So the scale honestly means nothing. You take it just to see some benchmarks, because like I said, it's an overall picture. Your measurements are super, super important, and I promise you will see results there. There are certain places to measure. The booklet goes over that, so take out your book and see where they tell you to measure. But honestly, I will throw in, take extra measurements. Like, for me, I have certain areas that I want to see results in, so I'll measure there. Like, I get fat above my knee. It really drives me crazy. And so I take measurements there because I can see a difference there. Or mid-thigh, not just at the top of my thigh. I also take measurements like my neck. You'll be surprised at how much fat you lose off your neck. And then also certain places on my belly, because I weigh more than just I measure more than just my natural waist. I measure right on my belly button. I also measure a little bit lower on my hips, and then also like your regular hip place. So take extra measurements. It can never hurt to take more measurements, because sometimes you'll see that you're going to lose maybe higher up on your waist, but that's not an area that you're measuring. So you think you're not losing anything, but you are. Pictures. Take lots of pictures. Take pictures of every dang angle you can think of, because I promise you, as you start to have results, you're going to be like, why didn't I take more pictures? I get that you may be uncomfortable right now, but you will thank yourself for actually having something to compare it to. So do the scale, do your measurements, do your photos. When you do your photos, try to make sure that you're in good lighting, meaning if you have a window in your house, face your window, because that will be the best light. And you're going to want to take them in the same location when you're like taking it throughout your journey. So make sure you take good pictures, good lighting. Try and take it like against a blank wall. You don't want like a super dirty house, because then trust me, someday you might want to show these to someone. You're not going to want to show them because your house is a mess or whatever. So find somewhere that's a blank wall, a closed door, something like that with good lighting. And then make sure you're doing the same when you take pictures throughout. It's in the same location, same lighting, and everything like that. Okay, and then make sure you have your meal plan, do all of that, and then set a time. Set a time that you're going to work out, so that like it's part of your agenda, and it's not like, oh, if I get to it, I'll work out tonight. Like, if you're a night worker outer, perfect. Pencil it in at 8 p.m., and that's the time you do it, period. If you're a morning person and you want to work out in the morning, schedule it in, get it done. For me personally, I do better if I work out in the morning. I feel better, so I make better food choices, and I'm not nearly as tempted to eat bad foods and to cheat on my meal plan, just because I'm feeling better, and I feel just fit, and I feel like I worked my muscles, and so you don't want to undo everything you just did. And it also gives me energy. So I personally like to do it in the morning, but there is no right or wrong. Do what is best for you, but make sure you schedule it in and you do it. This is getting really long, and that was not the intention, but I just want you guys to be prepared as best you can. If you have any questions, please ask us. Like, we're all in this together. There are no stupid questions. We can help you out with what's worked for us, and we can make suggestions. There's lots of us here, so we all have different experiences, and we can all pitch in and help you along your way. So please make sure you ask questions. Please get prepared. That will be the best way to set you up for success doing this. Let me know if you have any questions, and we will see you guys when we start this on Monday. Okay, see ya.